my favorite part is Zach over at the Contractor Kingdom will send a video out once a month letting us know how things are going. I love that. That's my favorite thing. Obviously, the website looks great. The support's great. I like that. I like it. It's hands-on. It's perfect.
What problems were you facing before you started working with us?
We started with a little bit of organic growth, but then a lot of it was Google growth. If we wasn't paying for leads when it wasn't hot, we were stuck. If we wasn't paying, basically we wasn't playing.
What was like your biggest frustration you had with marketing before us?
Spending money and not seeing results. I was spending money with another marketing company they wasn't doing anything.
What felt different about us from other, lead gen agency, website companies you worked with before?
Everybody wants to be like, hey, yeah, we can do this and this and this for you. Well, for one thing, you showed me that you've done it. You were able to show me, hey, we've done this before. You were able to answer some of my questions that I had.
Like revenue-wise, what's changed since working with us?
Money's changed. We've seen a rapid increase in our average installs. We've seen a massive growth in revenue.
Did you say the investment with us was justified?
I would think. So my name's Alex Girdner. I'm the owner and president of Girdner Heat Air LLC. We started with the Contractor Kingdom in October of 2025. We've been with you guys for about 6 months now.
What problems were you facing before you started working with us?
So before working with the Contractor Kingdom, we basically, we started with a little bit of organic growth, but then a lot of it was Google growth. If we wasn't paying for leads, when it wasn't hot, we were stuck. So if we wasn't paying, basically we wasn't playing. Being a younger company, we needed to be able to push through the next level, so we had to do something.
What had you tried to solve those problems before in the past?
We had another marketing company that we were working with, and it was just the same old thing. Like, hey, Google, you'll crawl up, and it just wasn't happening. I mean, it was happening, but it wasn't happening at a pace that I could sustain, because we had enough growth that we needed it faster. We needed more leads quicker, and so we need the organic leads on top of the paid leads to keep things moving, because we were in that growth area of the business.
Absolutely. How old is the company, Alex? When did you find it?
It's about I think we started in 2023, so we're in our 4th year.
Okay, gotcha.
So we're 3 years old. We've got 3 years behind us, and we're in our 4th year.
Sweet. And how many guys do you have working?
So there's 6 of us.
Good stuff. Okay. And I guess, what was hiring like before, having the old online presence versus now?
Before, you'd be lucky to get a submittal for if somebody was looking for a job. Now we go to putting it out there, they bust the door down trying to get in. It seems like.
Really?
Yep.
Good stuff. And I know you do a really good job, boots on the ground there, creating a culture, good sales process, and kind of creating an environment where people are having fun and wanting to win together. So that's definitely a part of it. But do you feel like the just kind of upgraded online presence makes you look more serious online?
Well, it kind of, we had a good truck following. We had a good online social media following through Facebook and some things. But the Contractor Kingdom really, when they put together the website, they made it more. This is serious. This is a company. This is not just a guy in a truck. This is not a couple guys in a truck. This is a full-fledged business that, from the outside looking in, they look like they know what they're doing, and we look trustworthy more.
Absolutely. 'Cause most companies, you guys already were that. It just wasn't portrayed online, right?
Right. There was no visual of who was coming. When they called out, they reached out to us, and they got one of us on the phone. They heard the name, they heard the voice, they seen the technician. But now that we have Contractor Kingdom's website, they see it and they're like, oh, I know these guys, or I want to work with these guys. These guys, that they're not afraid to show themselves. It's actually pictures of them. It's actually who they are, not just a random bunch of stuff they put together.
Yeah. trust. So you find them like, known, and trusted before you get to the house.
Yeah, yeah, they seem to know us better, and some of them they don't go and they don't dive through the website. Like, I have certain customers that they will dive through the website. Or they'll go all the way back through your personal Facebook page. But on the skim of things, if they just click on it, it's there, and we instantly get trust.
Absolutely. What was the biggest reason you guys decided to work with us in the beginning?
So when I first talked to you guys with the Contractor Kingdom, I thought everything was great, and then you guys kind of asked me a question. I believe it was Jackson over at the Contractor Kingdom. He asked me a question. He's like, what makes you want to work with who you were using? And I couldn't answer the question. And so I got to self-evaluating. We try to self-evaluate ourselves all the time. And I had nothing to show for what was happening. So I started looking at stuff a little closer and realized maybe I should talk to these guys. Maybe I should reach out to the Contractor Kingdom. And actually didn't have to reach out again. Actually sent an email and we got together. And the rest was pretty much history.
Absolutely. What felt different about us from other, lead gen agency website companies you worked with before?
Well, everybody wants to come to you and they want to sell you, right? Everybody wants to be like, hey, yeah, we can do this and this and this for you.
Uh-huh.
Well, for one thing, you showed me that you've done it. You were able to show me, hey, we've done this before.
Mm-hmm.
Two, you were able to answer some of my questions that I had versus kind of sometimes salespeople will just kind of push it off and they won't actually talk about the elephant in the room. And the Contractor Kingdom, they did. They just
Appreciate it, Alex. I guess, so starting to work with us, I guess kind of just describe your experience with us. How was the onboarding process getting started?
It was pretty easy. I mean, when we onboarded with Contractor Kingdom, it was seamless, like it was supposed to happen. It's like that old pair of shoes that you got in the back closet. They just always fit. They fit right. They fit comfortable.
And then I guess throughout the build, as well as kind of communication.
Yeah, it was good. We weekly, it seemed like when the website was being built, it seems like somebody was reaching out to us, letting us know, hey, this is what we got going on. This is what we're doing. They were able to show us what they were doing, not just, yeah, we're working on it. Yeah, it's this. Or it was truly, hey, we got this. We got a build going on, and this is where we're at.
Sweet. I guess what's your favorite part about working with us, Alex?
My favorite part is Zach over at the Contractor Kingdom will send a video out for the once a month, letting us know how things are going. I love that. That's my favorite thing. Obviously, the website looks great. The support's great, but having that update once a month of him showing like a screen recording of showing me what's going on, I like that. I like it's hands-on. It's perfect.
Like revenue wise, what's changed since working with us?
Money's changed. We've seen a rapid increase in not only our average tickets but our average installs. We were doing a pretty good job before of having installs, anywhere from two to four a week easily. We were doing 2 to 4 a week easily. We have one almost every day. We have a full-time install crew. That's all they do. They don't run service. They don't do anything else. They do straight installs. We have 2 full-time service techs that's all they do is service and maintenance, and they are busy 40 to 50 hours a week.
Last year around this same time, where were you at, and then where are you kind of at now this year?
I'm gonna start in March. March we did 225% more than our goal. Not 225% more than we did last year. More than our goal. Our goal was $50,000 more than last year's number, and we did 225% more of the goal. In April, we did 211% more than the goal. In May, we did 15% more of the goal, but there's a higher number there that comes with May. Because when it got hot, we were still busy last year. So May, June, July, August, we were still busy last year, and we still had numbers. But March and April was the telltale sign of
Yeah.
how much different, because that's considered a shoulder season. Now we're coming in, and we're starting to work on air conditioners and stuff, but we've seen a massive growth in revenue in March and April, which are
Yeah.
typically slower. So the Contractor Kingdom, I have to give almost all the credit to them. We're still doing the LSA, we're still doing the things that we're supposed to be doing on our side, but there was added push.
Absolutely, and I will say too, Alex, you're a great owner to work with. We don't just work with anybody and everybody. When I'm sending over those calls and telling you ideas to post on social media, to post on social media because it's important. Implementing review systems for it. You actually implement it and you use it. And so, part of that success is, you actually listening and doing, because we can only lead people to water. We can't force them to drink. We'll do 90% of the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
But that 5 to 10% we explain and give you systems to do, you do it. So, a part of that as well is, you listening and being a great owner, essentially. Sweet. So I guess, man, so last year, I guess, where are you at on your revenue goal? So last year, your revenue, and then obviously you have a goal to, what was it, 2x from last year to this year?
Yeah. So we did right at a mil last year, right at 1 million, and we set a goal. At first we were going to do 2, but we set a more conservative $1.8 million goal, and we're on track right now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love that. Any new changes to staff? Any new trucks?
No.
Same crew, just slammed.
Same crew. Nothing changed on our crew. Still the same great guys. Just a and like I said, an added push. The Contractor Kingdom gave us a boost that we needed, and we'll probably staff up a little bit, but right now we're doing well.
Absolutely. We're just getting started too. There's so much more real estate out there for us to grab to expand as well. I guess, would you say, Alex, the investment with us was justified?
I would think. I wish I had more money to give you guys.
Would you recommend us to others?
Not close to me, no.
HVAC companies, right?
Yeah, in a different state, 100%.
There you go. That's funny. Why?
Because you guys are mine, and I don't want to share you guys with anybody in my service area. Yeah, if you're a home service business, construction, electrician, plumber, you want the Contractor Kingdom in your corner.
Appreciate that.
And we have like, we gave your name out to a couple different people, and I don't know if they look into it. Some people think it's expensive, but most of the time they're gonna call back 5 years from now. Man, I wish I would have done that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Doing shit cheap ends up costing a lot more money in the long run.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I mean, as far as like quality goes, we're really fairly priced compared to some of the companies that are in that premium slot too. But man, you can only lead a horse to water. You can't force him to drink, right?
That's right. So working with the Contractor Kingdom is literally like working with family. And don't get me wrong, sometimes working with family is hard, but working with guys that are like-minded, we surround. You want to surround yourself with like-minded people. There's a Bible verse that talks about iron sharpening iron, and when you get Contractor Kingdom in your corner, they want the best for you, and they want the best for your company. They want the best for your guys, and they'll do whatever it takes to go to those lengths to do it. And so I'm really thankful for what they do. I'm really thankful for just working with us, and meeting us where we're at. Not trying to, like, well, you're not doing this. You haven't been doing this, so we have to fix all that. No, they were able to meet us where we're at and take us to the next level.
Sweet. No, that was great. I guess have you noticed it's easier it's easier to close jobs, or that customers are like more comfortable waiting for you?
Yeah, yeah, they are. So I'll tell you a story. This just happened last week. Lady reached out to us a couple weeks ago. She needed a new system. She had multiple quotes. She had quotes from everybody from anybody that she could get a quote from, because she was literally fishing, because she didn't know what she wanted, or she didn't know what she was going to get. She felt like she needed a new system. Her system was like 15 years old. It was working just fine. She's had this in her mind that she needed a new system. She calls us up there, and we give her a price. Give her a couple different options to do what she's wanting done, and she literally tells us that you're the only company that came out here and spoke face to face with me, and actually told me what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. And then you gave names, and I was able to go look those names up, and they're on your website, and so I knew who was coming. And then we go out there and literally have a terrible time. The world's worst job ever. Tools broke, had a flat on the way to the job. If you could name it, it happened. Took longer than it was supposed to take. Instead of an 8 to 10 hour job, it was a 12 to 14 hour job. And she was ecstatic. She was amazing. She was just so happy with us. With that being said, it helps to have that presence online.
What did your online presence look like back then? Were customers finding you easily?
Not as good. No, if we wasn't paying for an ad, we wasn't up there. You had to specifically search our name to find us.
What was like your biggest frustration you had with marketing before us?
Spending money and not seeing results. I was spending money with another marketing company that was just they wasn't doing anything. If you reach out to them, they would handle whatever needed to be handled. But you literally had to reach out to them and say, "Hey, I want to change this." When if that's the case, just give me the access to the website and I'll go change it myself.
And I guess in general, call volume. What's changed with your call volume since we started?
Oh, it's way higher. I don't have those numbers right in front of me, but I know we've probably seen a 50 to 60% increase on our call volume. And again, our call volume has went up. Our organic call volume has went up. People remember us, and that's not just because of the trucks and the people. They remember us because when we're in the front of people's mind, we're there when they're looking. It's really great.
That's awesome, Alex. Hey, how far booked out are you these days?
We typically run about 2 weeks, and we could be 4 weeks out if we wanted to be 4 weeks out, but nobody wants to wait 4 weeks on air conditioner. We leave our service schedule stays open. We try to leave that. We have an open. I have an open schedule philosophy when it comes to service. I don't want you to have to wait a week. Now, there's times where we're going to just get an influx of calls, like the first heat wave we had. It was June 1st. It was a Monday, and the reason why I know that was a crazy day was because before 10 o'clock we had 51 phone calls, bookable phone calls.
Absolutely, man. Ooh. Like through the onboarding and just kind of ongoing working with us, do we explain things in a way that actually like makes sense? Like even the technical stuff?
Yeah, the customer service has been great. The Contractor Kingdom, if you don't understand, they'll explain it to you. And if you've been in the industry a little bit, certain lingo. But there's some lingo that's just really geeky. I don't know nothing about all that. I can fix an air conditioner. I can sell you an air conditioner. And I can maintain an air conditioner. What I don't know anything about is why we have certain backlinks, why we do certain things the way we do things. I don't know, but they will explain it to you in a way that you can understand it.
Ditto, you don't want me working a hammer on your HVAC unit.
But I can teach you how to.
Right. Exactly. I guess, and then last thing, Alex, did the process feel like a hassle or did it feel pretty smooth?
It was extremely smooth. I mean, the Contractor Kingdom did everything for us. They sent us a questionnaire. We filled the questionnaire out. They asked us questions on top of the questionnaire, and the rest is history.
Good stuff. Cool. No, Alex, but no, that's pretty much it. That's all the questions I had. I appreciate it. Appreciate you taking the time and hopping on and just giving your honest opinion on how working with us. You have no idea how much these uh, you know, same thing with your customers. Yeah, buy this system. Yeah, an HVAC guy is telling the HVAC salesman's telling you buy this marketing guy. Yeah, no, we do all this stuff for these companies. Yeah, marketing guy is trying to sell you. It's different when it's contractor to contractor.
It's simple. Here, it's simple, and I tell anybody this: no matter if it's an air conditioning contractor or a marketing firm, it's not about the nuts and bolts of it. It's about the people. It's about who does it. It's about the professional person that does it. I can sell you any brand of air conditioner you want to have, and if I don't put it in right, it's not going to work worth a crap. You can have the greatest, prettiest, best website in the whole wide world, but if the people behind it don't know where to put things, it does no good.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not just the trust. It's the conversion and the traffic. Most SEO companies that do SEO well, which is rare, they get the traffic, but now that traffic needs to trust you and convert. So absolutely.